My name is Wardy Ward, and I'm the tour guide on this self-help educational episode of What's Up Award TV. As you may know, I'm from the good hood where we get it good and give it good 1000% of the time. You feels me? Our motto on this What's Up Award TV podcast is everybody has a story to tell, but we just want to know what's yours. With that being said, our in-studio guest today certainly fits this criteria because not only does she help the community with her skill set by day, but she's a self-proclaimed superwoman with a can-do attitude towards life. I'm sure her super humor will amaze you as well, too. Who am I interviewing today?
Hi, this is Ursalynn Hardin, and I am being interviewed on Ward TV.
All right. She meant What's Up with Ward TV, but we're going to
What's
let that
up with
slide.
Ward?
So how you doing on
I
this
have
cold
one
winter
job.
day?
I'm good, staying warm.
Okay. I would say how I'm doing, but my therapist told me I should probably keep that between me and him. So I'm going to keep it moving and focus on you.
All right.
So you ready to do this? Are you a little nervous or anything? This your first podcast?
Very first, yes. So
All
yes,
right. Well,
a
good. I'm
little
glad we
nervous.
caught you before you blew up.
Lucky you.
Yeah. So you currently reside in the great city of Indianapolis, correct?
Correct.
So
Correct.
where's your birth city and state?
Anderson, Indiana. Probably about.
Anderson.
hmm
Okay, yeah. Is that some place
Yeah.
you would consider moving back to one day when everything shakes out, or just home?
No, no. I
Okay,
wouldn't say no, no.
okay, yeah. So
Mhm.
what do you like about Indianapolis? Why? What's it that keeps you here?
Um, well, my mom is in Anderson, so it's not too far away.
Okay, okay.
So that's probably the main reason. I have a
Mhm.
job I love, kids, family. So
Yeah, yeah.
where I am for now.
How far is Anderson from Indianapolis for people who don't know?
It's probably about, depending on what part of Indianapolis you're in. Where I am, it's only about 30 minutes north. So
Okay, okay.
yeah,
Um,
northeast.
yeah. I like Indianapolis. I just don't like the snow. It's not a lot of snow all the time, but this city is small enough where you don't have a lot of traffic jams all the time, but big enough where everybody can't get in your business if you're a low key person like me. So,
Right. I
I think
feel
I'll
you.
stay here for a minute as well. Yeah.
hmm
And how old are you before we get started? I'm curious.
I am 48 years old.
48. You know what they say about black? Black don't crack.
Don't crack.
All right. I always ask people this: is that, do you feel like your current age is how your parents were when they were at the same age, or is it different?
Oh, that's a good question. My mom, I would say absolutely yes.
Mm.
Absolutely yes.
Your
My
similar
mom's,
lifestyles.
yeah, my mom's probably the coolest 74-year-old I know. So,
Mm. Okay, young
yeah,
74.
yeah.
Okay, cool.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
But we definitely gonna get into more about that as the show goes on. But let me go back to Anderson. I like to give a well-rounded show of the person before we get into it all. So you said you're born in Anderson. What was it like there in Anderson? What was your childhood like?
My childhood it was great. I grew up with my mom raising me and my older brother. Um, Hard worker,
Hmm.
never never wanted or needed for anything. During the time I grew up there it was General Motors.
Okay.
That's how everybody made a living. So
Hmm.
a nice, honest living, pretty,
Yeah.
lucrative for us. We
Yeah. Absolutely.
nobody was poor in our eyes. So
Yeah. No.
yep. So
Um. Your mom or your dad worked at GM or both? Both of them? Oh,
hmm
dang, you was rich then. You doing real good. Man, I was about to say
I was
one
just
of them.
raised by my mom though. So
Oh, okay. Okay, so
yeah.
I was gonna ask you, did you have both parents there? So you were raised by one. Do you well, I'm gonna get into that. I don't want to jump ahead of
Mhm.
myself, but I want to know what your relationship was like with your mom when you grew up, though. Just with you, her, and your brother. What was that dynamic like?
Um, it was we were tight knit. Um, Always hung out together, played board games.
Hmm.
Go to dinner, go on trips. Just us
Wow.
three. So yeah.
So were you guys more like brother and sister, or was it more like mother and daughter?
Oh, it's mother and daughter, believe me.
Okay.
Yeah, it was mother and daughter. Yeah.
Did you get in trouble at all as a kid? Were you kind of rambunctious?
No, I wasn't rambunctious. I was
Hmm.
sneaky, but I wasn't rambunctious.
Hmm. Tell me a little bit more about this sneaky. Give me an example of something sneaky you may have done.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe snuck out of the house. You know.
Yeah, I
However,
talked
I
to.
got caught. However, I got caught though, so I
So
don't know
apparently
if
you
it
weren't a good
counts.
sneaky person. Okay. All right, we got to start somewhere. Yeah. I found one of your childhood friends, and they told me you had snuck out once time after your mother told you to stay in the house, and they was out playing one night, and you wanted to get out, and you snuck out too, and got busted.
Yep.
You recall that?
Yeah. Came up and grabbed me by my shirt.
Ooh, in front of everybody. She didn't use the belt though, did she?
No, not till we got home.
What? Oh, yeah. So let me get this straight. So you did you get the traditional beat down, or was your parents, was your, okay, mother, was she more of a talker, gonna talk you to death, I told you, da 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 da, or was it twist
Here's the thing.
that
I got both. I got
mm,
both. I
mm,
got both. Yeah. Mom's a talker, but she always, when it was time to get a whooping, you got a whooping.
you gotta take that. So did you get
You
a
get
lot of
both.
whoopings? You got a lot of whoopings
No,
or no?
no,
Okay.
no.
Okay. Well, my mother was a stutterer, and she'd whoop me and stutter it, so my whoopings took longer than normal. So, but like I said, my therapist got me through that. But it's all right. To this day, if I see somebody stuttering, I beat them down. But again, this show's about you. Um, so now you said you mentioned you had an older brother who helped raise you. How much older is your brother?
7 years.
Oh, so he really couldn't tell you nothing. 7 years, I guess. I don't know. Oh, yeah. So
Yeah, he was always I don't know, he's a stand-up guy, so he, you know, good guy. So he
yeah.
was on me. He was on me too.
Are you guys close now?
He passed away.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry to hear that. Okay.
Hmm.
Uh,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
So it's just you and him and mom. Just okay. What about, was
yeah.
there a
In the
grandmother in the picture as
household.
well?
Yeah,
And a who?
that it was just us three in the household. Yes.
Oh, okay. All
But
right.
yeah, my grandma was around also till probably like I was like 19, 20.
Hmm. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this is my last question on the childhood. Um, do you have any good memories from childhood? Did something kind of stay with you that you really liked about that, or
Um, I don't know. Just all some of our like trips and things like
yeah?
that, hanging out with
Like, what are some
them.
places y'all went to? Where'd y'all go?
Um, so one time we went to Cedar Point in
Okay.
Sandusky, Ohio. That
Yeah,
was my
been
first
there.
time remembering. I was young,
Mm-hmm.
probably like 5 or 6, but that was my first time remember going to an amusement, a big, like we had fairs, but a big
Yeah.
amusement park like that. It was something,
Mm-hmm.
you know.
Yeah. I don't like roller coasters, but that was my first amusement park that I went to as well, and they put me on
Um,
something called a demon drop. I don't know if they still have it. They say this is the first roller coaster. They say you're gonna love it. It's gonna be fun. Man, I'm just gonna leave it at that. I'm just saying when you go to the amusement park, take extra underwear. That's good advice.
oh
That's all I
my
can tell
god.
you. Yeah. Now, did you have a nickname? Because I know your name's
Yes.
Ursalynn. I don't know too many Ursulyns out there. I think you're the only one. What they call you?
Oh.
Ursay? What's your nickname?
Well, like I have work nicknames and then but I grew up with a nickname. So I don't know
Let's start with
which
your
one do you want
growing
to
up
hear now?
nickname.
It's Bubbles.
Bubbles. Like
Yeah.
Michael Jackson's monkey?
Why would you say that?
Yeah, that's the only bubbles I know.
It
Wow.
can't be. It can't
Okay,
be.
bubbles. Okay, well,
Yes.
there was a strip. I went to one strip club. It was a bubbles. Okay,
Oh
let
my
me just stay focused. Why they call you Bubbles? Did you wash dishes a lot or what?
No,
What
I had this name since I was born. I probably
Bubbles?
had it before Ursalynn. Yeah.
Hmm,
When I was
interesting.
born Big Bubbles, and my uncle, he's the nicknamer. You know how you have somebody in the family that nicknames everybody.
Mm-hmm.
This is my uncle, and he named me Bubbles. And all in Anderson, you probably would, if you went to Anderson, you were looking for me, you would say, "Where's Have you seen Bubbles?" And they'll be like, "Yeah." But if you say, "Where's
Yeah.
Ursalynn?" They'll be like, "Who?" So yeah,
So I guess it's where, yeah, because if you came in Indianapolis and said, "Have you seen Bubbles?" People, yeah, he's in Never Never Land with Michael. But if you say here, then they would, okay, I understand. Wow. Okay. And did you have any good friends when you were growing up?
yes,
Are
yes,
you still cool with them?
yes,
That's
yes.
interesting because a lot of times I find that as people get older, we kind of, go away from our people.
Mm-mm.
But you still cool with your crew. How many
Yeah.
people you still tight with like that in your circle?
Um, out of Well, I had different circles. I had a church circle.
Oh
I had a
my
school circle.
God. Bubbles, you doing a lot. You just popping everywhere, Bubbles.
So, but I'm cool with all of them. So each crew was probably like 3 or 4 people. Now I've lost some people out of those crews, but everybody that's still alive, we're still friends. Yeah.
Okay, because I be watching these shows where friends be here, and then she'll take your man, you take her man. Y'all got to forgive each other. Them family unions and them holidays be pretty unique. Hmm,
None of that. None of that.
okay, all right. So, what did you want to be as a kid when you grew up? What was your dream to do that? What did you want to do?
um, in my little senior memory book,
Hmm.
I remember writing lawyer.
Ooh, that was Mary Want to Be One.
I wanted to be one.
And why did you want to be a lawyer? Did you like to be right all the time? Is it what was the thought
um,
process?
well, to be honest, we had to write a paper our senior year. So, and when I found out how much they got paid, that's what I wanted to
Oh, so
be.
you about the dollars.
Yeah,
Okay. All right
I'm just
then.
being honest.
All right. So you know what? I kind of want to be a lawyer too. I want to do it because I like to debate, but I like to do it in a way that was I don't know, sensible. I don't want to argue with you. I mean, I want you to say your point. I want to
Right,
say my point, and that's why I kind of liked it.
right.
But so let's go back to your biological father. He did
Mhm.
not live with you. So what happened there? Mom and dad never got married. They didn't.
No, they
What happened?
didn't. No, they didn't.
Okay.
He went off to the
Okay.
army, and then she stayed in Anderson. So, and
Okay.
everybody just ended up living their own lives.
So your brother and dad, same father, right?
Yes.
Okay. So what did he end up doing? Did he get remarried? Did he have another family? Tell me about your.
Yes.
I'm curious. So he
Yeah,
had his own.
he ended up marrying someone else. And they had 2 kids together. And we all lived in the same city though, later on in life. So, and
Okay.
I'm very close with my sisters also. So
Good. Good. So they're
yeah.
younger, I take it, or same age?
No, I have one older. It's a long story. I have one older and then one younger. And then I have 2 other siblings on each
So
side
it's
too.
5 of y'all now. Well, 6 of y'all then.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
And do they look like you as well, or no?
For the most part, you can definitely tell we're sisters.
Hmm. So
Though
you
we have
said you were,
different mothers, we still have a lot of
yeah.
our dad in us. Mhm.
Okay. Now you said your dad lived in close proximity. How close? did he live to you? You mean in the city? Was he how close we talking? Yeah, take a sip. Let's both take a sip to that. Mm.
2 houses down.
I'm sorry. You said he lived 2 states away? What was it? He lived in Michigan? Wait, 2 states. What 2 states away did he live?
2 houses down.
How did that work out? How did your dad end up?
It worked out great.
I mean,
It
what
worked out
led to the
great.
circumstance? Was it like a player's deal on the houses for sale, and people were like, "Oh my God, we
Yep,
got to get this." I can't believe. I mean, how did
that's
he end up at
exactly what
this?
happened.
Seriously, he, who moved there
I,
first?
he lived there first, and then my mom got the opportunity to buy a house,
Hmm.
and she bought a house, and it just happened to be two
Be
houses
2 doors
down.
down.
Yeah.
Okay. So I guess he couldn't get out of not picking you up on his days, huh? He couldn't play that off at all. I see your car right there, Jerome. I know you home. Yeah. So how did that work? I mean, you knew he was there, or I mean, what were the circumstances that led up to you knowing I live this close to my dad? Because you were probably young, I'm taking it.
um, my mom told me that's where
Okay.
your daddy lived. So
So when you moved in, she said, "Hey, by the way, I found this perfect house." Then you get in there, and a bonus, your dad 2 doors down.
mhm,
Oh wow! So were you and your dad tight? I know that's important to a young girl.
mhm,
Okay,
yeah.
yeah, because studies did a little research, and studies actually suggest that children with involved, loving fathers are significantly more likely to do well in school, have healthy self-esteem, exhibit empathy, pro-social behaviors, and avoid high-risk behaviors, including drug use, missing school, and criminal activity. With that being said, do you think that you were benefited or cheated possibly by him not actually living in the house with you full time? Was that something you needed or wanted or
Um, no, 2 houses down was fine. It
okay?
was fine. Yeah.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
my mom, they still, you know, engaged in raising me together. You know what I mean? Like if there was an issue or anything, he's just 2 doors down.
So
So
y'all kind of co-parented, you, him, and your stepmom.
yeah.
Okay, so you got a close relationship with your stepmother too.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so she did your hair and
Oh yeah.
stuff, and y'all
No.
dressed alike, and yeah,
No. I mean, we talk and you know, there
that's
was nothing
interesting.
really there was no rearing really she had to do, but I mean, to this day. I
That's
hug and
good.
kiss on her like
Wow. So you got a bonus mom. That is good.
mhm,
Because I always thought it was hard to have an extended family because a lot of times it's just my theory that women in a relationship tend to say, any kid that I have, that's me and your kid. Any kid you have without me, that's your ex-wife
your
kid.
kid.
Or yeah, so
Mhm,
that's always a challenge. But you said y'all avoided that caveat by being tight. So that's good.
mhm,
And he had other kids living in the house with him over there,
mhm.
2 doors down.
Yeah.
Did you get to spend the night over there too?
Um, I was over there a lot. I wouldn't say
Yes or no?
I I don't think I ever spent the night, to be honest.
Mm,
No, but I was there a lot. Sometimes you
okay.
just want to sleep in your own bed, especially when it's that close.
Right. Okay. All right. So did other brothers and sisters ever come stay at your place or no?
No.
Okay. All right, cool.
Mhm.
So many times women tend to date somebody like their father. What was your dating experiences like when you were growing up? When did you get your first boyfriend?
Oh goodness. Probably like 15, 16.
You waited till you were 16 to date?
To have a real boyfriend, yeah.
Oh, what other kind of boyfriends did you have? Bubbles. Yeah. So at
You know,
16, he
it's,
was the
you know,
one.
you
Go ahead.
always be like, oh, I like him,
Yeah, yeah,
or he
yeah.
like me, but never nothing but
Wasn't nothing
actual
serious.
boyfriend. Yeah.
And what's the
Mm-mm.
dude's name? 16. Let me write this down so I keep track.
This is irrelevant. His name was Jimmy.
Jimmy. Sound like a white guy.
No, very not white.
So tell me how you and Jimmy met. What happened? Did you approach him? Did he approach you?
I don't.
You said, Jimmy, my daddy
He
lived two
approached
doors
me.
down. I'm a neighborhood celebrity. Both my parents work at GM. What you got to offer?
Oh gosh,
So
we
he
went to
approached
high
you.
school together.
Uh-huh.
Hmm.
And you see him all the time and you was wearing your Jordache jeans. I know. So what happened?
I don't know. He just approached me or wrote me a letter or something. I don't know.
Oh,
I
he
don't
did it
remember
like
the
that.
specifics. I
Yeah.
doubt if he wrote a letter. No, he didn't write a letter. But yeah, he told me.
How long did y'all kick it?
Oh, I'd say about a year or two. He cheated on me with my cousin.
Uh-uh. You still remember that too. You still upset with him too. How did you find out that good old white Jimmy cheated? How did you find out?
um, I think she probably called and told me. Because
While you was in
again,
high school.
I was still in high school. I couldn't go out. I mean, I like my mom was like, "You don't need to be there all night." Like my curfew was like real early, like 11.
Well, we know you sneak out, so
So,
that ain't gonna stop you. So you already told on
so,
yourself.
so I really and Trina and oops, I almost said her name. My cousin,
Trina,
she
I heard it. Go ahead. That's Trina.
so
Trin. But go ahead.
she was older than us. She was like in her 20s. So she, she could go out and stuff. I don't know. But he was like staying over her house and stuff, and she told me about it.
Mm-mm. What did Jimmy look like? I'm picturing the dude from Soul Glow with the Jerry curl and the Michael Jackson thriller coat. He had like a big
No, he didn't have
light blue beeper.
a
Did he have a
no.
car? Hmm. Okay.
No,
So
probably
what did
not.
you do after Jimmy cheated on you?
We just broke up. I broke up
That
with
was it.
him.
Y'all was over. You was done,
Yeah, yeah.
and you still cool with your cousin.
No,
What about today? Y'all
no.
cool now?
I don't ever see her.
That means you. Oh, did she
Why
marry
would you
Jimmy or
come in?
something? What's going on?
I don't know. I don't know.
Mm. So Trina and Jimmy still together. I'm gonna do some research on it. Hold on, let me tell. Hey, check out Jimmy and Trina. See what's search the web. See what's up on that. I'll find out by the end of the show what's going on. See if I can get them on here and get
Oh,
what really happened. Okay. So after you caught Jimmy cheating with your cousin, who did we meet next? Did you wait till you got to college, or where did you go to college at?
um, right. Excuse me. Right out of high school, I went to IU.
IU Bloomington?
Hmm.
Oh yeah, I went to IU Bloomington too. I might have saw you there. Where'd you stay at?
I stayed in Forest and
Ooh,
Ashton Balls.
okay. Ashton, ain't that the okay, I'm gonna leave it alone because people who know what that is.
If you
But
know, you know.
right, yes. I stayed over in Teeter, then I moved over to Dunn
Oh,
Hill
okay.
after a while, yeah. So did you pledge while you were down there?
No, I didn't.
You were down on groups, didn't you?
I
Oh,
did.
okay, yeah, that's how I go down on groups program. Now
I
did you
did.
graduate from IU?
No,
Okay.
I
Did
graduated.
you
No.
did you get your degree at all or no? Are you still working on it? What are you
Yeah,
doing?
yeah,
So what's
yeah.
your
I have
degree
my
in?
degree. Business information systems.
Okay. Where did you complete that at then, since you didn't finish it, are you?
I did it online. I had a job that paid for us to continue our education or get a degree,
Hmm.
and it had to be a major that would benefit us there at that company. So I went ahead and finished online,
You got a free
and
degree.
I did.
That's messed up. How far would they let you go?
He said that's
Like,
messed up.
yeah.
You can, as long
So you could have won and got your
you
PhD. I mean, was no limit, no cap to that, or
well, not a PhD. You can't get a PhD from Ashford University.
Ashford. They say Ashford.
Hmm.
Ashford. Like Ashford and Simpson University.
Yeah, yes, just
Okay,
like
yeah, I heard of them. That's
that.
a solid school. It's solid as a rock. Okay. Yeah. I didn't know you went to that school. That was a lot of
You're
it was just
funny.
it was just you, Jimmy, and Trina. That's all y'all there. That was a quick graduation. He did that on Zoom. All right. All right, let's keep going on. I want to circle back to the dating. Okay, so after Jimmy, you
Oh
went to
God.
you were living. What made you leave Anderson now? How did you end? Wait, your parents moved, right? That's how you got the nap.
Mm-mm.
What brought you to
No.
nap? You just had love the expo that much. I'm gonna move there. It's amazing. I'm gonna move down there. I'm gonna marry
Well, I
Reggie
lived
Miller
in
one
Kansas.
day.
I I lived in Kansas City before I moved to Indianapolis.
Can't Missouri?
Yeah,
Let me rewind the tape. I don't remember you saying. I remember you sneaking out the
because
window, and now you've been to
you
Can.
because you're
What was
so
you doing
worried
in Can?
about Jimmy and Trina.
Yeah, well, you upset their name. Now you definitely saying it now. So what? How did you get to Kansas? Let's go. Why did you go to Kansas City? What brought you there?
Okay, so after I broke up with Jimmy, my senior year, well, no, I was a junior in high school, and I met uh my kid's father.
Oh, you got kids too. You didn't tell me you had kids. Are you ashamed of your kids? How many kids you got? I got to rewind this whole. I got to listen to this show back ASAP. You told me you had no kids and you was devastated over Jimmy and Trina cheating. Oh my God. Let me just get my mind right. Okay. So let's just take it slow walking. So you moved to Kansas City to meet a dude, and then you met him online, or you was taking classes online at Ashford and Simpson University, telling everybody your name was Bubbles while you got cheated on. Moved to Kansas City, and what's the guy's name you dated in Kansas? What's his name?
That's not that's not how that happened.
That's okay.
You took a wrong road somewhere.
I went all the way left on that because yeah. So okay, you tell me, how did you end up in
So,
Kansas City, Missouri? What
okay.
happened?
Okay, so junior year in high school, I met a guy named Aaron. Um, we dated, we got married,
Hold on,
and
Aaron.
we,
I know a
yeah,
Aaron. Interesting. He got a lot of nice tennis shoes. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I'll just listen.
no,
Yeah,
yeah.
Aaron. So you met Jimmy in high school, but you met Aaron in high school. You met Jimmy and Aaron in high school.
Mhm.
Your junior
I
year was
broke.
popping.
Remember, I broke up with Jimmy.
So you broke up with Jimmy and met Aaron shortly after at the same school.
Mm, He didn't go to my school,
Interesting.
but in Anderson, yeah.
They say women already know who their backup is when they break up with somebody. They may not be cheating, but they know who next in line. Like, as soon as he mess
I
up, and
didn't
he
even know
will.
Aaron. I didn't even know Aaron.
Is that your story? You gonna stick with that?
Mhm.
Okay. So
We
so you
went
met
to,
Aaron. So where
yeah,
was
I met
Aaron at?
Aaron.
How did he end up in? Okay, go ahead.
You want to know how we met, or
No,
where?
finish your story. I like your
Oh,
story better.
so I met Aaron at McDonald's
Oh, of course.
after a basketball game.
Yep, everybody go there at the
We,
game.
yeah, we started dating. He went off to college. He was a year older than me, so he went off to college. I stayed in
Where'd he go to school at?
Anderson,
Where'd he go off to school at?
in Oklahoma.
Dang. Okay. So
Yeah,
was he white too?
who was white?
Go ahead. I'm listening. I'm sorry.
And so after he graduated from college, we got married and we moved to Kansas City.
Oh, so you got married when he graduated.
Hmm.
So you wasn't quite. You didn't graduate
Well,
at that
I
time.
finished. I finished in I finished. Oh, I forgot to tell you, I went to nursing
Yeah.
school too. So I
What?
finished nursing. I
You a
finished
nurse
nursing
too?
school. I finished nursing school in Kansas City. So
So you're a nurse. I'm gonna
yes.
come back to that. Finish on with A. Aaron. So y'all got married. What
Hmm.
made y'all want to get married so fast? Was it just timing, or because he had to be like 22, right?
Hmm.
And you about
Well,
21,
yeah, 23. I was 22. He was 23. Yeah.
and y'all was ready to get married.
No, he was 24. I don't know how old he was. No, we weren't.
But y'all got married. Why did y'all
But we
get married?
did.
Were you pregnant time with these kids that suddenly came out of nowhere?
I had one child at the time. So
Okay. And that
yeah.
was with Jimmy.
No,
Okay.
it was with Aaron.
Oh, you had a baby with Aaron. Then so y'all figured,
Yes.
okay, why get married? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got pregnant my freshman year in college.
Oh, and you still went on and got a nursing degree and a business degree.
Hmm. Yeah.
Wow. So you smart. Okay. How old are your kids now, and what do you have? Boy and girl, two girls, two boys?
I have a girl that's 29 and a boy that is 25.
Which one's your favorite?
The
You can
boy.
tell me later. Huh? Did you say the
Oh,
boy? Did you say the boy? Oh my God. You
just
said your
joking.
I thought you was your I hope I hope
It
your
is a
daughter see this.
joke. It's a
Mhm.
joke.
No, you
I
said that
love
with a
you,
straight face too.
Moo.
Definitely the boy.
I love you, Moo.
Definitely the
You're
boy.
my
You have no
favorite.
idea. Yeah, we're
He's
gonna
my
get into
favorite
that later.
son. He's my favorite
You only
son.
got one,
Oh,
right?
yeah. And she's
Okay.
my favorite daughter.
I'm gonna let you slide on that because that's some good recovery. Because yeah, I don't want to cause no problems on that. But son, whoever you are, mom loves you clearly. Um, so y'all got married. How long did y'all still married, or what happened there?
No, we're not married anymore. We were married for probably about 7 years.
So you moved to a
That
whole
sounds
other
right.
state to be with this man, and you got 7 years out of it.
Yep.
What did you do wrong? How did you mess that up?
Good question.
I
I don't
know.
know what I did wrong.
I know marriage is hard. You know, it's a lot of hard work. But I asked that because
Yeah.
you guys were so young at the time of getting married. It had its own set of challenges because really you still growing up, still trying to find yourself. And every
Hmm.
7 years, people change. So the person you were at 21, you're not at 28, and so on and so forth. So
Hmm.
what type of challenges did y'all face in that relationship at such a young age, plus a baby and a new job? Wow. Okay,
Hmm.
was no other family around,
Yeah.
right?
My mom was. She was
Your
there
mother
too.
went to Kansas City too?
Yeah, she was there before we got there. She moved with General Motors because they closed all the plants in Anderson.
Oh, okay. So that's why you wanted to go because you knew mom was there
That was an
and
incentive.
Aaron was there already there too.
That was an
Did your
incentive.
did your mother like Aaron?
Yeah, she did.
What describe what Aaron looked like so we can see what type of dude you like. Describe it to us.
He's the exact opposite of Jimmy.
Wow, very descriptive. Okay, well, so you're saying he's black. Is that all we know? Aaron is black. So okay. Wow. Okay. Hmm. All right. So was there infidelity in that relationship? Because 99% of the time when you that young, I might say yes. So would you say it was infidelity?
Yes,
Was it Trina again?
it wasn't Trina. It was her
Good.
sister
Because
Shamika.
it was your sister.
Her sister Shamika.
Are you being serious?
No, no, I'm not.
You're ready to say, boy, you better not have no more friends. You better cut everybody.
Oh, God.
Man. Are you still cool with Aaron? Are y'all can y'all talk?
Yeah,
Did he remarry? What's he
yeah,
doing now?
yeah. Um, he he was married. He's recently divorced
How you know?
because I'm friends with his ex-wife. Well, not
Mm-mm.
friends, but we're associates. She
Oh,
helped raise
that
my kids, like, so we. we grew a bond. So
Ooh, ex-wives club. That's never good. So y'all be,
we
oh
are
man, I
not
could.
thinking about we are not thinking about Aaron, believe me.
Yeah, I bet y'all.
At
Yeah, I was like,
all.
yeah,
We're not.
y'all just start a face group
Mm-mm.
hate club for Aaron.
No,
If
no,
you
not at
into
all.
Aaron, you can join too.
Not at
So
all.
what happened after you and Aaron's demise? Did you date again? Did you get remarried? What did you do after that?
Um, just dated, never remarried.
Is that something you want to do? Is marriage in your cards for the future?
Um, I'm not opposed to it,
Is it more
but I
yes or more
don't.
no?
But I'm not like, oh God, please. No, I'm
You don't want to be a pick me.
not. No,
Well,
I'm not.
what year did your divorce was that final?
Um, oh, oh six.
Okay, that's been a minute then. That's
Yeah.
almost, man, 18 years ago.
Hmm.
How do you remember how you felt telling your family you were getting a divorce when that went down? Because that seemed like that can be a, you know, traumatic thing.
You mean family like kids or family like parents
Yeah.
and
Just everybody, your friends, family, just to say, hey, I mean, how do you tell somebody, I moved, we're no longer gonna be together? I mean, because people are gonna ask questions. You see, I got a lot of them.
believe me, it wasn't that dramatic. It wasn't.
Oh, everybody, like, we knew
It
that
was
was coming.
like I was like, and they was like, all good. So
Hmm.
it wasn't that hard. It was fine.
Yeah, I know Trina was like, I told you, Bubbles, I told you not to get with him. Told you. I was gonna take him anyway. But okay. So you said you're not opposed to dating again. So being single a while, it seems like the dating scene has changed a lot over the last few years because now everything is different. Where a man can be a woman can be a man, and people can identify as I, they, them, all that. I will, what's going on. And I saw something interesting in the news the other day. This girl was a trans, let's call it trans. I don't know, transvestite, trans midget. I don't know what they call them. And she said she don't have to tell a guy that she was born a woman until she wants to. And they had been intimate and everything. I got questions about that too. But anyway, they were intimate, and she said it was none of his business. What fears do you have when you're dating out there? Is there any things you worried about? Any deal breakers, or what do you think?
Yeah, there's a lot of deal breakers. Chemical dependence is a deal breaker. Um,
So if a dude used to do drugs, you won't date him?
not well. That's a good question. Used to because they might relapse, huh?
Yeah,
That's
so
a
you
good
judging it now.
question. I
You
did. I
judging the
didn't.
dude.
I'm
See, he
just
ain't gonna
being
tell you either.
honest.
What,
I'm just being honest.
what if the guy
Mm-mm.
tells you he experimented with homosexuality in college? Would you date him?
Oh, I
Mm,
don't know. I don't
mm,
know.
mm. So that's not
Um,
necessarily a deal breaker.
well, I have a gaydar, so I feel like I would be able to judge him by that.
But what if
So
what
I
if you
probably
found out he
wouldn't.
did? But
I
so it's not
wouldn't.
necessarily a deal breaker though, right? If he said he
No,
did it,
it's
he's
not a
over it.
deal
You
breaker.
okay?
Yeah.
Okay. What
We
if he
just have
used
to
to?
see how it goes.
Then every time you go out with him, y'all come out the same outfit on. Like, man, we always dressing
See
exactly alike.
that's the thing. That's the gaydar there. So yeah. Mm-mm.
Okay. Well, what if he
Yeah, that
dabbled in
would be a deal breaker.
homosexuality? He dabbled in homosexuality and he used to be an IV drug user. Is that a deal breaker? Yeah, that's a two.
That's a double deal breaker.
Okay. Now, have you had any horror dating stories since you've been out there? Have you went out with this dude? Like, oh, heck to the no.
uh, no, no, I'll say
Okay.
no.
So you're very sorry. Would you date outside your culture?
I'm on the fence about it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Have you been approached by other men outside your culture?
Mhm.
And how'd you handle it?
Well, I was in a relationship, so that was nice.
Oh, so but you thought about it, didn't you?
Um,
You got his number. Oh, like I said, women know who's next in line. They may not do it. Like, I'll put you on a roster, but I don't know if I'm gonna call you up to the big time. So stay ready so you ain't got to get ready for bubbles.
period.
All right. So let's move on here. What type of guy? Because people are gonna be watching the show and they'll be want to know what type of guy does Ursalynn like? What are we attracted to? No. Better yet, before you answer that, if a dude take you out, are you one of the girls who got that list? I'm not going to Cheesecake Factory. I'm not going to Olive Garden. I'm not going to
No,
Sam's Club for the $1.50 hot dog. 'Cause that's a good deal too.
yeah, I'm not that girl. I'm
Would
not
you pay
that
for a
girl.
date? Would you pay on a date?
The first date?
Any date?
Oh yeah,
hmm hmm How do you feel about dudes paying girls' bills? Is that mandatory?
does he live there
Let's just say now y'all been dating for 6 months. What's the guy's obligations for you?
to pay a bill, or just
What?
in
I just want to know
general?
what you think.
No,
He shouldn't pay none of your bills. He can get your hair done. He ain't expect to do none of that.
I mean he can. I appreciate it, but
So would
I
you
wouldn't
ask?
say it's mandatory. Should it be mandatory? Am I cheating myself? Is
Oh no,
that what
I
that
don't know. Hey, this like I said, dating is different than back in the day. It's totally different. I just want to
means?
know, it's a paradigm shift, and I'm just still in shock. So I just want to know what women expect. Have you heard the Passport Brothers?
I haven't.
The Passport Brothers is an organization of men who go internationally to date other women because they want a traditional woman. The saying is that traditional women value their men, treat them as kings, and they're submissive to them and so forth. But a lot of people find in America they can't really get that. So you go overseas where that culture is really inculcating that into the women, and men are tending to go under to getting these women, and people are upset about it. Which brings me to another question: why do women? I'm asking you to speak for all women. Why do women get mad if they see a black dude with a white lady? What's the problem with that?
I don't know. I don't have a problem with it.
You have a problem with that? That's
Mm-mm.
right. You got a dude in the roster. White. Okay. All right. So again, tell us what kind of.
Jimmy was white, remember?
I know that. Yeah, yeah. But you was young then. You didn't know. You in a small town, Anderson. Wasn't that a lot of selection there? So you had like, come on, Jimmy. Uh,
I don't have a
what? So
problem with it.
what type of guy do you like? Big, fat, skinny, long hair, short hair, goatee, unemployed, 6 figure, Benz driving, NBA have. What is it? Go ahead. I heard it all. Nothing could
Um,
surprise me.
I like tall, um, not too thin. Probably
What's
like
wrong with
dad
skinny?
bods. Like
You like a
dad
dad
bods.
bod.
Yeah.
Interesting. What? Why do women like chunky dudes because they figure won't nobody else want him, and so if I get him, he should
No.
be glad to have me.
No. He's comfortable.
Interesting. I never heard a woman say, "I want a dude who's got a dad bod. He's just so fluffy. A lot of him, he just take up the whole bed. He warm too." Okay.
Yep.
All right. And And what does Ursalynn bring to the table? And be careful because people are gonna look back at this audio when they go back and this video. It's like I remember when I saw you on the Wilson Award TV. You said, now I'm 450. I'm pushing 450 pounds. You said
I never said that.
you said you
That's
want
not
a
dad
dad
bod.
bod,
That's
a
not
dad
dad
bod.
bod. That's not what it is.
Okay, Big Worm has a dad bod to me. Is that what
No,
you
he
mean?
does not. No.
What does he got? What is that?
No. That's a fat bod.
So you
No.
don't.
That's a big bod.
Okay,
No, that's a big bod.
I'm gonna say some names. You tell me smash or pass.
Okay.
Morris Chestnut,
Smash.
Michael Ealy,
Smash.
Will Smith.
Smash. Say
Uh,
somebody ugly.
I don't know. I don't know who. What's that dude's name? Terrence Howard,
Oh, pass.
Kevin Hart.
Pass.
Okay, so they're short. So you like dark skinned brothers is what it's coming down. Dark skinned. That's Big Worm. He's dark skinned with a dead bot. Okay. Obviously, you haven't thought about this. I probably caught you off guard about it. So you probably been going to work with a "I Love Big Worm" T-shirt on. And don't play with my money. Bubbles don't like that. Okay. I forgot the other question I had asked you about. Yeah. So what do you bring to the table? Why, other than being a nurse and the business degree, is there anything else that you can bring to the table too?
Um, of course. I am, I don't know. I can bring, I don't want to say that word because I don't know if guys want to be nurtured. whatever the, whatever the,
You want to smother a
relation.
guy? Yeah. What does that mean? What are you saying? You cut toenails, peel his grapes for him? What do you do? Armor all his tires?
No, he has to do that for me.
So there he ain't got to pay no rent, but he
But
can
look,
have all your tires.
I'll he gotta pay no rent. I'm not saying don't pay my rent. You don't put that in the universe. I didn't say that.
Has a guy ever paid your bills before?
Yeah,
Interesting. Okay.
yeah.
Let's find the guy who paid the bills too. Give me that information. All right. Wow. So yeah. Have you ever given a guy money?
No, not
I've seen that
no,
pause.
no,
Okay.
no. Not just a random guy.
Oh, okay. What type of guy do you give money?
Like my husband, I gave him money.
That don't count. Oh, good question. Let me ask you this. So do you think a couple should have a joint bank account?
Yeah,
Okay. And then you have your own separate account too?
maybe.
Okay. That's a deal breaker. All right. All right. Okay, I think I've learned enough about you. We can move on. I don't think you've given us enough for the dude to know anything, but that's good enough. So I gather that you have been married. Did that marriage turn you off? Did it kind of jade you a little bit about the possibilities, or make you say, if I get married again, I won't do this definitely, or I will definitely do that? How you have some things like that?
For a long time, I was like, ugh, no, been there, done that, But
Hmm.
I think I'm coming around.
Okay. All right.
So,
What advice would you give yourself if you can go back 10 years, 20 years from now? Go back to your 20 years yourself and say, hey, you got 3 minutes to tell yourself something before you get married. What would you say?
um, be sure to listen because communication is not just talking. Make sure that you listen to what the other person has to say.
Why
Um,
would you say that?
because so many times people just want to be heard. You
Mm,
know what I mean? They don't want to. They don't want to hear what the other person's side of the story is or the other person's perspective. Like it could really change some things if you listen, not just hear them, but listen and take heed to what they're saying. So I think that could solve a lot of problems.
you think you'd still be married if you had that advice?
No.
Okay. All right then. What advice would you give yourself now before you got married?
Um, the same, the same, and also because sometimes I probably don't talk as much as I should, but it comes a lot from not being listened to. So,
Oh. Hmm. Yeah. So seems like you've learned from whatever you went through, and maybe you're
mhm.
still a little guarded because you probably see a red flag, you probably take off, don't you? Are you a runner, track star?
No.
Okay. Uh-huh.
Yeah, well, maybe, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Because once you come out there,
There was a guy after Aaron that had me that's like it's just like, so
he had you what?
has my just has my eyes open and have me aware about things about myself and things to look at. So,
How did that affect you? Did when he had you open, where you became self-aware of things he told you and it
um,
benefited you?
mhm.
Was that good or bad? Because sometimes hearing things about yourself and
Well,
things
here's
we
the thing. Here's the thing. So when I say listen, like you have to listen. Although his way of communicating it may not have been the best,
mm,
I still heard or I still read between the lines and I got it. But um, yeah, that's a part of listening and
okay.
communicating.
Yeah, I think communication is a big thing because really you have to be friends with that person. And so if
Hmm.
anything else fails, you still have that friendship to fall back on. And I think a lot of times people fall in love with the physical or the potential, but then they marry or
Hmm.
date their reality. That's always, well, I
Hmm.
should write that down. That was sometimes so deep I scare myself. But yeah, that's true. Um,
Hmm.
all right. So let me move on to the second part of this show before we wrap it up because you give me so much to think about. I'm this over here, my wheels are turning. Again, you're listening to What's Up Aboard TV, and I'm interviewing the great Ursalynn Hardin today. And we're going to move into the second part called Rapid Fire Get to Know You. I'm just going to ask you some random questions. You just tell me what you think about it.
Okay.
What do you think about um, Cat Williams? He blew up the internet on the first of the year, talking about everybody and saying different things. do you? What are your thoughts on what Cat Williams said?
Uh, Initially I was like, ooh, like he telling all the business and you know. I appreciated his realness, you
Mm-hmm.
know. Um, just
I
the
bet.
realness in his words and the things that he was saying. Um, but then it was this kind of I don't know if it was just because I kept hearing it so much or you
Yeah.
know, but I don't know. It got old to me really quick.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Yeah.
I was thinking about like how old some of these stories were, you
Yeah.
know, and wondering why were they still relevant to him? You know, like why do you feel like it's something you should talk about in 2023 and it happened in 1998 or whenever? Like I don't know. I don't know. Something I don't know. It just I don't know. Something was
Yeah.
kind of off about it. And then I thought
Mm-hmm.
about the success that all these people he was talking about had versus the success that he has. You know what I'm saying? So it kind of has some hater in it to me
Mm-hmm.
also. So I don't know. It was a few things that crossed my mind about it, but
Yeah.
that was my take on it.
Yeah. I've been a Cat Williams fan for a long time, and I think what he said he's gonna blow 2024 up with the truth. And a lot of those comedians he talked about, they came after him first. They were going on
Hmm.
interviews saying this stuff, and so I think he just said, enough is
Hmm.
enough. I'm gonna come out and do it. And recently,
Hmm.
Dave Chappelle came out and said he didn't like how Cat Williams did that because he said he didn't talk about any of the white comedians. He talked about black people. Thought that
Hmm.
was interesting too. And I was a Dave Chappelle fan, but I don't agree with what he said about that. But that's a whole nother show. But he's entitled to his
Hmm.
opinion. So hats
Hmm.
off to Cat Williams for saying his truth and standing 10 toes down and standing on business. Next question I'm
Hmm.
gonna ask you about: what do you think about Tiny and T.I.'s son King? What do you think about him? Is he a celebrity? Would you date him?
I absolutely would not date him. Why would I date him?
He got a dad bod. He got
No, he
nice white
does.
teeth, big white teeth. Yes.
I don't really follow King and all them.
You know his name. I said son. You said King. You said I don't
Well,
follow King.
because I saw him on a meme the other day. So,
Okay. Yeah. I ain't mad
but
at
I
you.
mean, I've seen him before on the show and all that, but I just really, um,
That's right. You don't like light skinned dudes. That's right. Never mind.
mm-mm.
Okay. You racist. You don't like light skin. There ain't no light skin. Next
I
question.
just,
Now I don't know how familiar you are with current music. I really don't stay abreast to it. I mean, I used to DJ back in the days. I know a lot of old stuff. The new stuff, a lot of it I can't get with. But there's an artist out there that's climbing the charts now, and I don't understand how this is even possible. Her name is Unsexy Red or something like that, or I'm trying to be sexy red or skinny
it's
red, whatever her name is.
just sexy.
Oh, Just Sexy. Her name is Just
Yeah,
Sexy.
just
What do you think?
sexy red. It's sexy red.
There's nothing sexy about that girl. What do you think about her?
I'm a fan.
Give me a quote from a song that she
No,
said that you
I
like.
never will. I never will.
I don't know her music. I just want to know something she said that's solid. You can't give me no lines on her stuff. She ain't got no memorable lines or nothing.
I
How do
can't.
you identify with her? Is it something she says that make you say, "Oh, I feel good"? Yeah, girl, I feel that. What about her resonates with your character?
Oh my god. Her realness.
Her
She's out.
realness.
She's yeah. She's out. She's authentic.
Can you expound upon that a little bit? Just give me a little more. What about her is
Like
so
she's
real?
not. She's just being herself. Like she's literally out there being herself.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay. So I should listen to one of her songs. You're saying,
Yeah.
and you say she's a
Yeah.
good artist, right? Would I like her music?
I don't know. I don't know.
But you think she's good, though, right? You give her a
Yeah.
stamp
I
approval.
like sometimes like I love all music. Okay. So sometimes I want to hear ratchet music and that's what I turn
Ratchet.
on.
You say
Ratchet.
she's. Should I put
Ratchet.
up a video real quick to just kind of see who she's talking about, or you just?
You can do whatever you want. No.
I
She's
can.
ratchet. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So I'll write down. I'm gonna do some research on sexy red, see what her lyrics are and stuff, and I'm gonna remember that Ursalynn Hardin told us that we should listen to Sexy Red. So if you say she good, I'm gonna take your word for it.
Yeah.
Next is comedians are pretty popular now because Club Shay Shay with Shannon Sharp. He almost broke the internet, like I said, with Cat Williams. But when you look at the trend, a lot of the celebrities he had on there recently to get the high views included Earthquake, Cat Williams, Cedric the Entertainer, Ricky Smiley. So comedians are hot right now. So with that being said, what do you think about Kevin Hart or Tiffany Haddish? Would you go see them in a concert together?
Um, yes.
Are you mad? Is Tiffany Haddish funny?
No.
Is Kevin Hart
At
funny?
first I thought I think Kevin Hart is funny.
Mm, mm. Tell me something about him that you like. And you definitely would date him because he's short.
No, I wouldn't.
You better
I
upset
don't know.
King.
I like it. I like it.
Okay. And how you on a first name basis with King anyway? But go ahead. What you say about Kevin?
I don't know. I think he's funny.
Mm, mm, mm.
You
I
don't think
just
he's
don't.
funny? You don't
No,
think
not
he's
at all.
funny? Not at
I've
all.
watched Kevin Hart for hours and I've never laughed at anything he said. I just look at him like, how was it? I mean, maybe I'm a hater, but I don't know. I just don't see how. I wow. What do you think about him cheating on Nico?
I don't know. He did it
Okay.
recently again.
Yeah, it's his former what do you call that, personal assistant? She aired it all out. She
Oh,
went on that one popular lady's name, what's the lady name that sued Cardi B? Cardi B sued her. I can see her face, dark skinned girl. Oh God, I can't
I
remember.
can't think of her name.
Yeah,
I know
but
who you're talking
she had
about.
her on there. She was telling it all, and now Kevin Hart trying to sue him, because I don't know if Nico gonna leave him or not. But I don't know. If I was dating a billionaire, I think a billionaire deserved to cheat because they've been through a lot to make their money. If I was dating Oprah, I would first change my name to Oprah's boyfriend, and then I allow her to have a boyfriend. We'd have a super king bed, me and my girlfriend, her and her boyfriend be together, and we'd be happy. So I don't think Nico gonna leave
Probably
Kevin,
not.
because how many multimillionaire dudes can you find out there? Like, not that it's about money, but I don't know. Would you marry for money or love next second time around? She thinking. She thinking. She going back to that first marriage and she flashing back to Aaron and going back to Jimmy.
Oh my gosh. Oh, love.
Oh, so you would
Always,
marry a broke
always
brother.
love, right?
You
No,
marry a broke brother. What you saying?
no, no.
You
You
did
didn't say
okay.
down. You didn't say downright broke.
Okay. You walk up at McDonald's again and you see some dude. I mean, he just working them fries. Oh, he just working them fries. Crispy. He
No,
putting the right amount of salt on them jokers. And he said, "Hey, come over, smell like grease. Can I get your number? Maybe I can
no,
take you back here when I get off and get you a number 7." Are you gonna talk to the brother?
no.
You
What's
don't
the
know if he's the
number
owner of
seven?
McDonald's or not.
What's the number seven?
I don't know. Fish fillet. I don't know. Oh, so you saying depending on what sandwich he gets you, he might have a chance.
I'm just
Dang,
joking.
dang, Jorge, you got a shot. All the brothers at McDonald's, y'all hold it up because y'all might have a shot, whatever number 7 is. Hold on, let me know what number 7 is at McDonald's. All right. Wow. So would you date a dude? What's the minimum amount of money a guy you feel should make in a relationship? Since he's not gonna pay your bills no way, but how much the minimum he should make?
I don't know. I don't know.
You don't have
Are these questions I should be asking myself? Are
yeah, because
are,
you
are
said it's a
these
possible.
conditions?
You said it's a possibility you might get married again. Because I think I don't know. So I'm asking women what they want and what they don't want. Dudes, we
Like,
don't really care.
I don't know. What's financially stable? I feel like you have to be financially stable. You have to have a car. Um, I don't know.
Can he live
Just
with his mama? Is that a deal breaker?
no, no,
He
no.
got to have his own
I
place.
prefer no roommates.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Oh,
no,
okay, so what if you live in the studio and drive a buy here, pay here car?
no.
So you do have standards.
I do, but I don't have a dollar amount on it, but I guess I do.
Okay. Okay, I see where we go on this.
You see what
Let me
I
create a
mean?
scenario.
Listen.
You tell me yes or no. Here's a
Okay.
scenario. You meet a
Okay.
guy. He
Hmm.
drives what year is this, 2024? He drive a 2000 Chevy Cobalt, 3 hubcaps,
2000
one missing.
what? No, no,
Chevy. So he
no.
out already because he got a Cobalt because he got 2000. Okay, what year car should he need? 2010 Audi. Is that good?
I don't. It depends on how it looks.
So you got
Some
to see.
cars, some older cars look nice. Like some of them, you know what I mean. So
Yeah, yeah. Okay. Wow. Would you
no.
marry a guy with
Wow,
kids? If a guy had a young kid, say a
oh,
6-year-old, is that a deal breaker?
it's a deal breaker.
10-year-old.
I prefer not.
Oh, he got to be 9 or up, or he got to
His
have 9 kids.
no. I said I prefer not. Um, I prefer my kids' age. I prefer no.
Wow. So your
Yeah.
kids are what you said, 29 and 25?
Yeah.
Dang.
Or
Okay.
at least grown. At least grown.
What you got against
Like
kids? You
grownish.
you your stepmother married your father and he had you. So now you trying to reverse the cycle and say, I don't want to date a man with kids. What did you do to your stepmother there? Because I'm reading some in there.
I
You
didn't
did
do
something to.
anything. No, I didn't.
Hmm.
This is my preference.
Okay. So do you believe in love at first sight?
I used to.
What changed that?
Um, a long, treacherous relationship.
Mm,
Yeah,
yeah, that'll do it. That'll
yeah.
do it. If I asked your ex, Aaron, what do you think about you? What do you think he'd say?
Um, he would say that I'm a good mother, um, that I can be mean, that I don't know. I think he would say overall I'm a good person.
If somebody offered you $5 million to marry him again, would you do it?
5 million?
2 million.
How what's like how long do I have to be married to him? Like I need conditions. I need to know the rules.
Well, they just said marry him again. No time limit. Would you remarry him?
And then like tomorrow we can get divorced?
No, I don't know. I'm just saying if they say would you remarry him? Would you do it?
No.
Mm,
Not
okay.
for 2 million, no.
All right. Okay. What's a better movie?
You act like you're not buying it.
No, not at all. Because you said the money. You said how much? How much? And then he's like, you start thinking about it,
I
man. Then again, this joker gonna wash his feet tonight. I don't know something. Okay. Better movie, Love Jones or Cooley High?
Cooley High.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite.
Yeah.
Um, how do you feel about tipping in a restaurant?
I feel strongly about it.
You think you should?
Yes, if they're yeah, if they earn it.
What if it's bad service?
I'll tip them something, but you also have to look at other stuff. Like if it's their attitude, then that's a different story. But if it's like food issues or things like that, like then you have to look at the other stuff. Like, is it
Okay.
busy there or, so
Yeah.
I was a server once, so I understand that
Whoa.
there's other outside issues that can affect service. So,
Where were you a server at?
some barbecue place here, Squealers restaurant.
Quailers.
Yeah,
Okay.
years
Yeah.
ago.
And
Yeah,
you get tips all the time?
yeah,
Okay. I'm against tipping. I'm against tipping totally. But again, this is your
you
show, so
are.
yeah, I just don't agree with it because it's unfair to different nationalities. I mean, black people don't get the same amount of money as white servers. And I don't like that. Tipping means to ensure promptness. That means I get my order right and I get it right the first time. But a lot of people expect tips and they figure, hey, I'm gonna put this 20% gratuity on here. I'll give you an example. I flew to Miami recently, and I went to the airport there, and I got a burger. It was $19. I said, "This is a lot of." I'm just waiting for the flight, so let me go and spend 19 for this frying burger. The lady had wrote on the paper another 20% gratuity, but didn't tell me I had to do it. Anyway, so I just they said, well, I had to earn a living, and my boss only paid me $2.15 an hour. It sounds like your boss getting over to me because I could have went back there and got the burger myself. And you just gave me a cold burger and then charged me $25 when it's all said and done. I'm like, I just, I don't. I mean, we don't tip a police officer when he pulls us over and gives us a ticket. I don't tip the mailman when he bring me there. So why should I tip you when you brought me my hamburger when I can go to Yummy Bowl and get it myself? I'm sorry. I'm back. My
Goodness.
therapist told me don't talk about it. It's a trigger point. It's a trigger for me.
that, ooh, that escalated quickly.
I'm good. What do you think about narcissists? Are you a narcissist?
Okay. No, no.
You don't think it at all? You're not self-confident at all?
That's a different thing.
Well, I mean, sometimes a narcissist people can say you're a narcissist if you believe in yourself. Like, hey, if it's the last shot in the game, Wardell is taking that shot. Or if somebody's like when you do those evaluations at work, 1, 2, 3, or 4. I'm putting 4 every time. Yeah, I mean, should I not? Should I say, well, I'm not really good at organization because you about to get fired. I don't. I don't know. Okay. I think everybody is a narcissist at some point. Um, how do you feel about marijuana? Should that be legal? Should it not be legal? You pro, for, against, anti? Where are you at on that?
I'm pro.
Okay. And do you think Indiana will ever legalize it?
No,
Uh, I don't know.
not
They
with this
may or may.
governor. Not with this
Yeah.
governor. If we get a different governor, maybe.
Hmm. Um, what's your favorite drink?
Water.
Oh, you don't drink alcohol?
Oh, Hennessy.
Okay. Now, what does that taste like? I've never had a drink, so I'm trying, is that a strong
It
drink?
doesn't. Yeah, it is. It doesn't taste that well, but
It doesn't taste well.
I mean,
Now,
it's not, no, it doesn't.
why do you like it if it doesn't taste? Does it burn or something?
No, it just. I don't know. It just tastes. It just. I don't know. I don't know how it tastes. I wouldn't know how to describe it.
Okay.
But if
Does,
I'm drinking alcohol, I'm drinking alcohol for a reason, and
ooh,
so Hennessy gives me that
wings.
drunkenness that I want. Yeah.
Oh, and it gets you there
So
quick.
that's why. So that's why I drink Hennessy.
So have you been drunk before?
Yes.
I know that's hard to shake, that isn't it? Do you remember anything? Do you ever remember being drunk?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anything happen? Or you always been good?
What do you mean good?
Well, I give you an example. When I first got down to IU, um, all the guys met in our room and they was taking every drink. They just pouring it all into this big old bowl with everything they can get. By the time they got done, the drink was purple when they got done with it. And I didn't drink, of course. I just drank my water. But next day, my roommate, he didn't come home. We found him probably in another hall somewhere in a bathroom, buck naked, with it leaning over a toilet, and his tongue was on a rust spot hanging out of his mouth. And he didn't remember nothing. I don't know how he got naked. I didn't even ask him. I just walked in and saw him in the bed. I said, "Oh, close the door." Went on back home. It wasn't none of my business. I didn't want to get in between what him and God had going on. That was between them. So I figured that was meant to be. When he finally came home 2 days later, I said, "Dude, what happened?" So that's why I
two
asked
days
it. Huh?
2 days later.
2 days later, he came back 2 days later. I was like, he had to sleep it off. I guess I don't know how a hangover worked. He didn't come home. I knew what he was. I knew he was safe, sort of.
Yeah, hangovers aren't fun. No.
Yeah, just feel like a strong headache. I had that before.
Um, it's everything. It's
How do you know
everything.
how
That's
to
what
what's your drinking limit?
there's a like I know how much I can't drink like that will take me over. Like so and then there's always that one drink you're like, oh no, that's it. So when you
Mm,
get there, just stop.
okay. All right. Just got just a few more questions here. You had mentioned that your son is your favorite. Um, does he do anything? Does he like play sports? Is he in school or the lawyer, doctor? Anything about him make him your favorite?
um, he just recently graduated from college. He played basketball
What?
there. So
What
yeah.
school did he go to? Wait a minute, what school? Did he go to Ashford and Simpson University too, or did he go to another school?
He went to Allen University in South
Allen.
Carolina,
Where's that at?
in Columbia, South Carolina.
Okay. And did he
Mhm.
start?
Mhm.
Is he good?
Yes.
You can tell me. This is me and you. Is he really good? Don't lie. Is he good?
Yes, he's good.
Okay.
You are funny.
So you never mentioned him. You've been trying to avoid him all the whole show. You've kind of been, so what position did he play?
Forward
Or how tall is he?
guard. He's 6'5".
6'5". Do you think he's
Mm-hmm.
gonna? Okay, if you had to bet on him, and I hope he's listening to this, if you had to place a bet on him playing 1-on-1 against LeBron James up to 10, who you putting your money on, your son or LeBron?
LeBron.
Wow. You hear that, son? You hear that? That's your mother. She ain't even believing in you. LeBron, 150 years old, and she said LeBron. Okay. So what's next for your son? Is he going to the G League, the NBA? What's he going to do? Trying to get in the draft? What's up with him?
He's trying to well, he has an agent. He's been talking to go overseas somewhere. So
Okay, yeah. Who
yeah,
would
he's
you
working
compare
on
his
that.
skills to? Who would you say is similar to? Like, is it Lamelo Ball? Would it be I don't know.
I don't know.
Who do you think he
Um,
plays like? AI? No, he's a forward. So,
just a forward. Um,
but he can run guard at 6'5".
he can. He can do guard too. He plays
Mm.
guard sometimes too. So I
What's
don't
his
know.
degree in?
In business and
Okay.
in sports management.
Oh, he could do a lot with that since he's in that field. So that's good too. Now, I know
Mhm.
you're not really fond of your daughter because you didn't mention her at all. What is she doing? Yeah, let's give her some love too.
That's my baby. That's my move. She's a hairdresser.
Okay, she's
Yeah.
hairstyling. She be
Hmm.
hooking you up for free.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
well, you can't beat
Absolutely.
that.
Nope.
All right. Have you ever gotten into a physical fight with another girl before?
Yes.
I'm
Yes.
listening. What happened? This wasn't Trina, was it? Okay.
No, it
I feel like I
wasn't
know
Trina.
her. I want to talk to her. I want to interview Trina. Don't see really.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
So what happened
No,
with
it
this
wasn't
fight?
Trina.
How'd you get in the fight? What happened?
No,
Go
I
ahead.
was
Just tell the truth.
young.
Just be honest. It's just me and you.
I was young. I don't got off the bus and I don't even know what we were fighting for. I
Yo,
don't even remember.
what's his name? Yo, was fighting over Jimmy. That's what it
No,
was.
we was. It wasn't Trina.
I know, but Jimmy was obviously popular. You know, he's the only white dude in that town. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
And how did you?
I don't
I'm
think
sorry.
that
Okay. How did your son get 6'5"? How tall was Aaron?
Aaron is 6'2".
6'2". How tall are
Mm-hmm.
you?
5'9".
We gotta have another show. Okay. I think I see what's going on here. You had some of that Hennessy one night. Um. Okay. What about Let's see. Have you ever kissed a girl?
Lord,
I always ask that question.
you
Girls,
do?
yeah, girls, yeah, we had to ask because we never know. We in the song like I kissed that girl and I didn't like it, or something like that. I don't know. Okay, we know that answer. I keep it moving. Last question in this round. What is your middle name? Because you got Ursalynn going on. You really can't beat that. So, Ursalynn, what is your middle name? Hmm.
You want to try to guess?
Mm, yes. Give me three guesses. What does it begin with?
A B.
B. Okay. B. Give me
Mm-hmm.
another word. Give me a syllable. No, vowel. A vowel.
Um, any E. The next
Okay.
letter is E.
Okay. It's an E in there and it's a B. Okay. Any other thing you can give me about it?
Um, Africa. That's a
Okay.
hint.
I
Mm-hmm.
get three guesses.
Mm-hmm.
Bernard,
Nope.
Bubbles, Beafria,
No. What?
Beafria.
Yeah. Very close.
What is it?
How would you guess that? You are smart. It's Biafra, but I see where you were going there.
Biafra.
Yeah,
Ursalynn Beafria. Where does
yeah.
that come from? You said Africa? I mean,
Hmm.
Why that name? Do you have a lot of people in your family with that name?
No, no. It was the
Okay.
70s. My mom was into current events. There's
Okay.
a little republic in Africa
Okay.
called Biafra, and they went to war with Nigeria. And so
Oh, she went over there too?
she did it.
Okay. All right. Well, you know what? That was a lot of information. So well, I want to let you know, Ursalynn, it's been a plum pleasing pleasure having to spend this time with you, getting to know you. You're such an interesting person. Can you please let the listening audience know where they can find your social media footprints in case they want to know more about you and ask questions about Trina, about Bubbles, Anderson? Is it, do you have a web? Are you on social media? IG,
I am.
Facebook, TikTok,
I'm on
Tinder?
Facebook.
Okay.
I'm on Facebook under my first and last name, Ursalynn Hardin, and
Ursalynn Hardin on
Instagram.
Facebook.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Instagram 07bubbles 07.
Are you serious? Oh, seven bubbles.
07 bubbles
Wow.
07.
Okay, I
Yes.
thought you was joking about this bubble. You serious about this bubble? Okay. I'm gonna put
I
a clip on
am.
Instagram for you. Oh, seven bubbles. Why oh, seven bubbles?
That's my, it has to do with my birthday.
Okay, we don't want to give out too much because they can
You're
give me a
right.
PIN number. Okay.
Right.
So what can we expect from you in the future? Maybe if your son goes pro, well, we know if he play LeBron, we know how you're gonna get your money there. But what can we expect from you in the future?
Just
You gonna
some,
go back use that nursing degree?
yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Okay.
Um, some business ventures I'm looking at. So yeah,
Okay.
I'll
And
be,
possible marriage. Okay. Possibly. If he meet all the expectations and
yeah.
dad bod, not working at McDonald's, newer car.
Hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Is
No 2000 Corollas or whatever you said.
no roll up windows, none of
Cobalt.
that stuff.
None
Yeah.
of that. No,
And he
no.
cannot pay your bills.
He
Cannot pay
can't.
your bills.
He definitely can pay my
You just
bills.
said you not
I
you said
did not. I
I
didn't
N
say
D E
that.
P E. Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, we know we can catch you at a Kevin Hart concert or a Sexy Red concert in the future. So everybody look and remember she highly promotes Sexy Red. So y'all go out there and listen to Sexy Red and think of Ursalynn and let us know whatever that is. I can't wait to hear her songs. I'm curious to see what this girl says. Simply Red or Ding whatever Red. Okay. All right. Is there anything that we didn't discuss that you want to add or clear up before I give my final thoughts today?
Um, Jimmy is not white. Um,
Mm-hmm. Okay,
you
he's light
can't.
skinned.
No, guys can pay my bills.
Mm,
That's
dang.
it.
Okay, all right. Jimmy, if you out there, hit me up. I want to hear your side of the story. Aaron, if you out there, I want to hear, definitely want to hear your side of the story too. Okay, all right. Again, we want to thank our guest Ursalynn Hardin for joining us today on What's Aboard TV. And I want to give my final thoughts before we get out of here. And my final thoughts is this, people. Everyone wants to find love in a traditional aspect with men providing for and doing dang near everything. Yet we have a high divorce rate in America. Some people choose to mate from overseas because they feel the culture has more traditional values than that. To that, I say this. When it comes to dating and love, remember, love is like a fart. If you have to force it, it just might be boo boo. Until next time, good people, I often say everybody has a story to tell, but we just want to know what's yours. Remember to hit the tap, like, and subscribe button because that helps us help you help everybody. Again, shout out to Ursalynn. Peace.